Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. Mrunal Paranspe. I've been helping students and guiding them for psychology net set and PET exams for many years. I myself have a net JRF and a PhD from psychology, and I'm also qualified in set and have completed my master's education from clinical psychology. Now, today we are going to look into a notice which was issued by UGC just yesterday. So this notice was published by UGC on 27th of March and is titled as National Eligibility Test, that is NET, as an entrance test for admission for PhD. So here, UGC has mentioned that NET has been used for awarding the junior research fellowships and as an eligibility criteria for becoming assistant professor. But now, considering many universities conduct their entrance test for admission to their PhD programs, requiring the students to write multiple PhD entrance tests to help the students with one national entrance test for PhD admission as part of implementing the national education policy. UGC constituted an expert committee to review the provisions of NET exam. So here what they're saying is considering that students till now students if one student wants to apply for two, three, four universities at a time, one would have to appear to all their separate PET exams or PhD entrance exams and score well and then go through the interview process. Considering this hassle and con- taking into consideration the implementation of new national education policy 2020, UGC actually constituted a committee, and that committee gave their recommendations in the meeting held on 13th March 2024. That is like couple of weeks ago. And as a result, UGC has decided that from the upcoming session, that is academic session 2024 to 25, net score can be used for admission to PhD programs in place of entrance tests conducted by the different universities or institutes. Now, what it means is uh, i- i- initially we had different PET exams for each and every institute, which they would conduct themselves. Now, UGC has proposed that there could be one net exam that you can give, and that score can be used to apply for multiple universities for PhD program. So we always had like two categories available for that qualification. One would be that you will be eligible for JRF and obviously assistant professorship as well. Second would be you won't get JRF, but you will be eligible to be appointed as an assistant professor. That is, you will qualify NET, but you won't have JRF. Now, considering this PET requirement in mind, they have added another category, that is a lower category, that it means that you will need less score than even the eligibility of for assistant professor as well. So this eligibility would allow you, if you get eligible for this third category, you will be eligible to apply for PhD admission across or to any university with that score. Obviously, uh, you won't get JRF or assistant professorship eligibility. At this category 3 score, would the cutoff would be lower than category 2 and 1. This table summarizes the same thing, that if you qualify for category 1, you get all three benefits. You get JRF, you are eligible for assistant professorship, and you are also eligible for applying to PhD admission. Category 2, you do not get a JRF, but you are eligible for assistant professorship and PhD admission. Category 3, you get only one benefit, you are not allowed a JRF, you won't be eligible for assistant professorship, but you will be able to apply to PhD admissions. Now they have added another information here, that Now the result would be declared not just the marks obtained, but also the percentile. So the percentile would allow the universities to compare different students, or even students coming from, say, June net exam and December net exam. They would come from, say, the same year, but if they have passed from different attempts, then the percentile scores would allow the university to compare the candidates for the procedure for PhD admission. Here, yeah, and there are some additional guidelines given, that is for category 2 and 3. Uh, 70% weightage would be given to your net score, and 30% weightage would be given for the interview that would be conducted by the the concerned PhD center or department for which you have applied for PhD, and this 70% weightage plus 30% weightage would decide who will get the admission for PhD course. Now they have added another important detail, that for categories 2 and 3, that is for eligible for assistant professorship, and eligible third category 3 is eligible only for PhD admission. For these two levels, the score would be valid for only 1 year for PhD admission. Okay, so obviously this weightage guideline and 1 year guideline is applicable only for category 2 and 3, because when one gets a JRF, the JRF comes with its own set of rules. JRF itself has its set validity of certain months and all. So these rules are applicable for category 2 and 3. JRF has already has its own set of rules when it comes to validity, etc. So, and one thing I'd like to go back, and I'd like to highlight something in this first part of the letter. Here, look at the second last line. They have said the net score can be used for admission. So, I'll say that this is an important aspect. They are not say right now. They haven't mentioned that this must be the score, but they are saying this score can be used for PhD program admission. So now they have given all the tool for universities, so they can replace the current PET exams with net exam. But obviously, this is the notice from UGC. These are the guidelines from UGC. All the institutes and universities slowly they will take their own meetings, they will take their own decisions, and maybe I'm sure slowly they will subscribe to the net format, but they would also have to come up with their own decisions. Some universities might also have PET, which are going on right now, which are in process. So it will take time to get clarity from each and every university. Sorry. So we have to keep that in mind. But we know UGC is the apex institute in higher education, so their guidelines are likely to be followed by most institutes. And I hope this information was helpful for you to understand this notice into more detail. Thank you for joining me. This is Dr. Mrunal Paranspe. Bye bye for now. Thank you.